And there was this tremendous spirit about this England side, and Carrie, you followed the national team, not just in this World Cup, but in previous World Cups and European Championships. Have you got a funny story to tell us about this one in Qatar?
I've got a sweet personal moment that will really stick with me, and I think people ask me about the special relationship that this team have and how they're a real family. My parents have dementia, and there's only 1 hour in a day that I can ever get them on a Zoom call because the care home can only have the time to get that to them when they're really quite with it. And for the first 7 days of rushing around, I hadn't managed it, and I made a mental note that after the Iran game, that might be quite a good time after the flash zone was done. And I saw one of the coaching staff, John McDermott, doing the same thing with his family, and everything had been done and all the players are gone. But my mum at the moment with dementia doesn't believe I'm in Qatar, thinks I'm making it up and that I should go and visit her. So the nurses said, Carrie, you're going to have to try and convince her. Can you show her anything written with Qatar? So I showed her the pitch and the England dugout, and she still wasn't convinced. And so I took her into the flash area where we interview them, and I showed her the signs with Qatar, and I just looked over my shoulder and some of the players were down in the tunnel. It was really dark. I was like, you can probably see there's some players. And Raheem Sterling came to look in my screen to see who it was and waved, and when he realised it was my mum and dad in a care home, he got Kieran Tripper over, and they waved and they engaged, and my dad doesn't have words, and my mum didn't know what to think, but you know what it meant the world to? The nurses and the doctors that have got so many people through COVID, they'll never forget the day that Raheem and Kieran spent some time with their care home, and that will stay with me longer than any goal, I think, in this tournament.